Hello, good morning. Welcome to EnglishInkWell channel. In this video, we are going to discuss a poem that is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. This poem is basically written by Maya Angelou. We will also know about the author. First, let's know its title. I know why the caged bird sings. I means the poet Maya Angelou. Why the caged bird sings? What do you mean by the caged bird? In this poem, the poet discussed about two types of birds. One is free bird and another one is caged bird. So free bird symbolizes freedom and the caged bird symbolizes oppression or limitation. Okay, so why a caged bird sings? So let's discuss. A long time ago, in United States, where black people were treated very unfairly, right? So those black people symbolizes the caged bird, and the white people or the American people were considered as free bird. So who are those black people? Those black people are the African people. During slavery trade from 1619 to 1865, when Africans were forcibly brought to America and they were treated very brutally. They had to live by different rules just of their skin color. For example, they couldn't sit with white people on buses or even go to the same schools where white people attend. This was called segregation, and it really made their life very hard for those black people. So during this time, many brave people like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, those leaders protested, fought for equal rights for everyone. They wanted to change the unfair laws and they also made sure black people could live freely just like everyone else. So this was known as civil rights movement. Okay, so in this poem, our poet Maya Angelou wrote Caged Birds. Its short title is Caged Birds. So she also grew up during this time. She saw and also felt the pain of this unfair treatment. Even though she faced many challenges, she used her voice to write poems and speak up for people's freedom and rights. So, in this poem, Angelo talks about a bird that is trapped in a cage. So, if a bird will be trapped in a cage, this bird can't fly. This bird can't be free. So, the bird represents people who are treated unfairly, especially black people during this time. But even though the bird is trapped, it still sings. Though it's caged, though it's trapped, it still sings. Which means even when things are hard, even when things are difficult, people still have hope. Song represents hope, aspiration, and the power to dream of a better life like everyone else. So let's discuss our poem line by line. The free bird lives on the back of the wind. The bird who is free, who is out of oppression, it can lives, it can jumps on the back of the wind. That means the nature is free for them. The bird can move freely throughout the world because the free bird has no limitations, no oppressions. It can move as it wants and floats downstream till the current ends. Uh, and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. So the free bird flies around the wind currents. That means the free bird feel like the sky belongs to him. On the other hand, the caged bird, the caged bird can barely move out of its prison. It's That's why it's angry, it's frustrated because its wings are cleaved and its feet are tied together. So here the caged bird means the black people or the black African American people. So what a caged bird can do, all it can do is sing fearfully of what it wants and doesn't know. It sings for its freedom, and everyone, even far distance, can hear its song. सो आम मैंने जानिले जितेबाला गोटे पक्षी मुक्त थाए सी आकाश रे जुआड़े चाहे से विहंग उड़ी पारे तार किसी लिमिटेशन न थाए किंतु जितेबाला गोटे पक्षी पिंजरा रे बंद होइकि थाए निबुज पिंजरा भितर तार पाद बंधा ही थाए से कौन करि पारे से केवल भय चित्त माने भय बा आर्तरे चित्कार करि पारे कौन भाई सो दैट तार पेन को तार सर को कहीं शुणी पारे किंतु फ्री बर्ड कौन करे डिप्स हिज विंग्स इन दी ऑरेंज सन रेज एंड डेयर्स टू क्लेम द स्काई किंतु गोटे मुक्त पक्षी सी कौन स्वीकार करे से स्वीकार करे जे सारा आकाशटा होची तार डिप्स इनटू द ऑरेंज सनरेज ऑरेंज माने सनरेज ऑरेंज सनरेज हियर सिग्निफाइज द होप द एस्पिरेशन सी किंतु कौन भावे ये जो सुनेली किरण ए भी तार ए सारा आकाशटा होची तार किंतु गोटे केस्ड बर्ड सब ऑपरेशन ने थाए बट ए बर्ड दैट स्टॉक्स डाउन हिज नैरो केज कैन सेल्डम सी थ्रू हिज बार्स ऑफ रेज बट ए बर्ड दैट स्टॉक्स डाउन हिज नैरो केज किंतु ए बर्ड गोटे पक्षी दैट स्टॉक डाउन मीन्स फॉलो समवन किंतु जितेबाला गोटे पिंजर बंद थी पक्षी से कौन करें फॉलो हिज नैरो केज से केज भितर बा से पिंजर भितर ही संचरण करें इट कैन सेल्डम सी थ्रो हिज बार्स ऑफ रेज से कौन करें सो सी कौन करें रेज मीन्स आंगर सी केवल कौन करें तार आंगर बा फ्रस्ट्रेशन को एक्सप्रेस करें केमती हिज विंग्स आर क्लीव्ड एंड हिज फीट आर टाइड तार विंग गुड़ाक बंधा ही तार पाद टायर्ड बा बंधा ही सो ही ओपेन्स हिज थ्रोट टू सिंग जदि वो द बर्ड इज इन डेंजर येट द बर्ड ट्राइज टू ओपेन हिज थ्रोट टू सिंग तथापि से चेष्टा करी दैट मीन्स देयर इज ए होप देयर इज एन एस्पिरेशन फॉर ए वेलबिंग सो द केस्ड बर्ड सिंग्स विथ फियरफुल थ्रिल हाउ डज इट सिंग सी गोटे फियरफुल थ्रिल रे गाए फियरफुल माने भयातुरा थ्रिल मीन्स भाइब्रेटिंग माने सी थरी थरी कष्ट रे गाइबा को चेष्टा करे ऑफ द थिंग्स अननोन बट लॉन्ग फॉर स्टिल से जानिनी व्हाट विल हैपन इन फ्यूचर बट येट देयर इज ए लॉन्गिंग एक्जिस्ट्स तथापि तार गोटे आशा अच्छी कि समथिंग गुड विल हैपन एंड हिज ट्यून is heard on the distant hill and his voice the fearful voice of the caged bird will reach कोठी को पहुँची पारिबो और it will be heard on the distant hill दूरे रे थिबा सुदूर रे थिबा से पर्वत पाखरे मध्य पहुँची पारिबो for the caged bird sings of freedom why does the bird sing the bird sings for freedom the bird sings for equality so the brave bird thinks of another bridge and the trade winds soft through the singing trees किंतु जो बर्ड फ्री अच्छी he thinks of another bridge कहीं ना ता फ्री बर्ड पाखरे नेचर भी ताको सपोर्ट करे ब्रिज भी ता अंडर रे आकाश भी तार तेणु सी सब होप करे कौन आउ थे पवन बहु एंड द ट्रेड विंड सॉफ्ट तापाई पवनटा सुमधुर तापाई विंडटा सॉफ्ट थ्रू दिस साइंग ट्रीज तापाई गछ गुड़ाक शांति निश्वास मारती and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn so here fat worms means food तापे जो food थाए a free bird can find food easily and also it has access to a variety of resources like here the poet written waiting on a dawn bright lawn that means here the imagery represents the endless possibilities of a free bird because he names the sky his own because the whole sky belongs to the free bird but a A caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. So, what is grave? What is grave of dreams? Because the cage is like a graveyard to the bird, to bird's dreams and aspiration. Because the bird has declared its dreams to be dead. That means it's so it's all because of or impact of captivity on the bird's spirit and aspiration. That means the bird has given up hope of achieving its dream because its dreams are now dead, which are now considered to be dead. So the bird stands on the grave of its dreams, which are buried in the cage. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His shadow shouts, ସେ ଯେଉଁ ଚିତ୍କାର କରୁଛି, it seems to be powerless because its cry is powerless, that no one is present to free the bird. ତାର ଯେତେକ ସେ ଯେଉଁ ଚିତ୍କାର କରୁଛି, ଯେଉଁ କ୍ରନ୍ଦନ କରୁଛି, ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ସେଇଟା powerless କାହିଁକି ନା there is no one who will free the caged bird. Nightmare scream, his wings are clipped କାହିଁକି ନା ତାର wings ହେଉଛି clip ବନ୍ଧା ହେଇଯାଇଛି, and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. ତଥାପି ଯଦି ବା କେହି ନାହାନ୍ତି ତାକୁ ମୁକ୍ତ କରିବା ପାଇଁ, ସେମିତି କିଛି ଭବିଷ୍ୟତରେ ଘଟିବ, that is uncertain, but yet there is a longing for freedom. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill. How does it sing? With a fearful trill of things unknown. Because the bird doesn't know what will happen in future, but long for still, but yet there is a longing for something positive, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Why does the caged bird sings? The caged bird sings for freedom. Always it had a longing for freedom, that's why the caged bird is singing. Those its song is really poignant, but there is a hope of freedom. I think you all have understood this poem. In next video we will discuss its notes and important questions. So have a good time.